That's right. And I'm the youngest one there. I'm 15 years old, so
Okay.
I'm not even in high school at this point.
That's Mason, 15 years old and already the national champion in Microsoft Excel. He's one of 6 prodigies featured in the brand new film Spreadsheet Champions, available for you to rent this week.
So you take the test, and the test is the state level test. So the certification exam for Excel becomes your competition test.
This isn't multiple choice, it's real Excel work. Formulas, charts, pivots, creativity, all under pressure.
At the state level, I got a perfect score on that one. Didn't finish the national levels tests. That's just one project. You have one sheet. I started from scratch, and they have you make everything.
That's how tough it gets. Even Mason, the Utah champ, said the national project pushed him to the limit. But Mason prevailed and was the national champ for the USA in Excel. And that's where the film picks up. They follow 6 students from around the world who are going to be traveling to Orlando, Florida for the International Excel Championships.
Yeah, they do a party. They have everyone get to know each other, and they have frequently these keynote speakers. They have a Disneyland day.
So out of the 36 people competing, 6 of you are actually in the film. Are you all hanging out together?
Not really. And sort of the producer talked about this frequently. She said, we make you all feel like you're all best friends in the film, and we really didn't know each other. I had minimal interaction. Everything moved so quickly during the competition. So I sort of surface level got to know everyone. I actually really got to know all of the competitors when we were in Australia a couple of months ago for the Melbourne International Film Festival. That was actually the first time I'd really talked to any of them. You know, Excel's only precise to 15 digits of accuracy. I didn't know that before I took the exam. And so there were some things I had to find out during the test.
So do you have a preference if you had a choice between VLOOKUP and index and match?
XLOOKUP for me has replaced all of these functions. You can do regular expression.
Have you ever tried Lambda functions?
I love Lambda.
Do you really? Okay.
If there's one thing I wish that they could do in Excel is they'd make it more like programming, which it probably isn't a good idea for most of the users, but if it was Mason's view of Microsoft Excel, I would make them first-class citizens where they can be in spreadsheets. And like you could have a Lambda be in a cell because right now you can't do that. You can't have a cell just be a Lambda, but in my view of Excel, you could call a Lambda. You could execute a cell like a function.
When a 15-year-old casually drops, I love Lambda functions, you know you found your people.
The biggest thing I think of immediately is if you know what you're doing with a spreadsheet, you want to make it as easy as possible for other people to use it, or they will mess it up. So my biggest thing is always lock it down. And if you lock it down, you say, I can only edit these specific cells. It makes it so much easier. People who aren't as experienced in Excel can go in, and it's easier for them. They can't accidentally break something.
That's gold right there. Every Excel user should take that advice. So the film comes out in a few days. Do you think you're going to be famous? Like you'll be walking down the street and people say, oh my God, I saw your film.
Oh, goodness. I hope not. That'd be scary.
You're going to be famous in a very small niche of 750 million people who love Excel, right? So yeah. Just those people. The movie, Spreadsheet Champions, is available for rent this Thursday. Now, look, I'm a geek. You would expect me to have something like this to say about this movie. But I'm really going to propose that it should be a date movie. I sat down with Mrs. Excel and we watched it, and she loved it. Rent the movie at SpreadsheetChampions.com.
I don't think many people at all understand I can have a competition on just Microsoft Excel.